In August 2019, 3 university students rented a cheap old Victorian house in East London. It was their first time living away from home. The place was a little run down, slightly eerie, but nothing too strange. At least, not at first glance. But by the 4th night, all 3 of them began experiencing something deeply unnatural. Something that would change the course of their lives, or their timelines. This isn't just a haunted house story. This is about a place where time itself breaks.
The House of Silence. Characters: Ayan, 21, calm, observant British-Pakistani student. Marcus, 22, logical, skeptical, Black British student. Ellie, 20, sensitive but brave, white British art student. Forest Gate, East London, a slightly run-down Victorian-era home converted into student housing. Hey, moving in. Ayan Place still in Lust Break. My room's building, to perform. The trio moves in, joking about how old the place feels. One odd detail, every room has an antique wall clock, all showing the exact same time, 3:07 a.m. They laugh it off, probably broken, probably nothing. The Quiet House. House in Esterny Revere, the end first night. Peaceful. But on the second night, Ellie wakes up suddenly. Everything is silent, unnaturally so. She checks the time, 3:07 a.m. The ticking sound she'd been hearing just stopped. It felt like the entire house held its breath.
The mirror shadow. Marcus brushes his teeth. The mirror fogs up. As he wipes it clean, he sees something in the background. A shadow standing still behind him. He spins around. Nothing. But in the mirror, the reflection lingers for 1 second longer than he does. The magic of time. The loop begins. Ayan wakes late one night and heads to the kitchen. Microwave, oven, wall clocks, all frozen on 3:07 a.m. Every night, at exactly 3:07, the temperature drops, the air becomes dense, and it feels like someone's watching. They hear the old house creak, not randomly, but rhythmically, like footsteps upstairs.
The basement. Marcus finds an old locked door in the kitchen floor. The basement. They break the lock and go down. Inside, it's like a study from the 1800s. Photos of Victorian families on the walls. One photo shows someone who looks exactly like Marcus, dressed in 19th century clothing, standing next to a woman who looks eerily like Ellie. The diary. Ellie finds a weathered leather-bound diary. On the first page, in shaky ink, it reads, 3:07 isn't the time time stops. It's when time opens. The door of time only opens when 3 strangers sleep under this roof. The entries grow more disturbing. Sketches of shadow figures, countdowns, screaming faces frozen in mirrors, time jumps. Each of them begins experiencing hallucinations, or flashes into the past. Ayan sees the house as it was in 1891, a mental asylum. Ellie sees herself as a woman in chains, crying in one of the attic rooms. Marcus watches himself being murdered, stabbed in the back by Ellie. But they're not dreams, these are memories from another lifetime. The truth. They piece together the horror. The house is trapped in a loop. Every 100 years, it draws in 3 people who are reincarnations of the original souls who died there. Each new group replays the cycle again and again, and they are this century's 3.
One must stay. The diary has a final message. Only one can leave. The other 2 stay, or the loop resets forever. The clocks begin ticking again. The attic door opens on its own. Ghostly versions of past residents begin appearing, whispering, "Choose."
or become us. Sacrifice. Ayan offers himself, but Marcus tries to stop him. Ellie steps forward, silent. She hugs them both and walks into the attic. As she enters, the house begins to shake. The clocks stop, and Ellie vanishes. Escape? Ayan and Marcus survive. They run out of the house just as dawn breaks. Breathing heavily, they pull out their phones to call someone. The screen shows the date. August 14, 1876. An old newspaper on the road. Headline reads, "3 intruders found dead in abandoned asylum. Claimed to be from the future."
So that was the story of the house where time doesn't move. It loops. If you ever visit an old home and every clock inside shows the same exact time, 3:07 a.m., don't touch them. Don't investigate. Because that house isn't haunted by ghosts, it's haunted by time itself. And it might just be waiting for you.